This is Fernando for esunited.com, and now I am with the Polish entrant Kasia.
Hello, nice to meet you. Hi.
We have prepared our lights.
Really? Flashlights?
That's right.
Good, well prepared.
So what can you tell us about your song?
My song was co-written with Peter and Ricard. One is from Sweden, the other producer is from England. I went to London to do some songs with them. On the second day we created Flashlight, and this song is very important for me because when I was writing the song I was thinking about animals, because animals are very important in my life. Since I was a little girl I always wanted to help suffering animals, so as I always say, I cannot understand, I don't get the fact that in 21st century we still have dogs in chains and people wearing fur coat, and basically that we still don't understand that we have to, like, the animals have the same feelings and they feel pain and they're afraid. So I just want to be, I just want to be the voice and shed the light for that problem.
That's a really wonderful message.
Thank you.
So how will you present your song in Kiev, and how are you preparing yourself for Kiev?
I'm just, working on my voice, basically all the time, and right now we are making a dress, not dress, but we are making the outfit for my brother, because he's gonna be the only one on stage with me, the only one musician. So, and I'm working on my dress. On Monday when I'll be back in Poland, I have how do you call it? I'm going to the tailors and they're gonna show this dress on me, how it looks. So
so the dress is ready?
Not yet, but it will be next week, nearly ready. Yeah.
So what's your impression of Eurovision? How are you imagining yourself once you land in Kiev and you will be there on stage? What are you expecting?
You know what? I expect that the thing's gonna be, this venue is gonna be very well prepared, and I just expect that I'm gonna be, happy, and I'm not gonna be so concerned, and I'm gonna be after my performance, I'm gonna be just proud of myself, and I will have no regrets. I just want to do it like the best as I can, as I physically can.
That's awesome. So now we're going more to the general questions.
Okay.
When was the first time that you started singing? What can you remember about that event?
I started to sing when I was professionally. I went to the first singing private lesson when I was 14. But I basically began to sing before the time. But my first lesson was when I was 14. Yeah.
So without mentioning your song, if your song you had to give it a title, what title will you give it?
For which song? My song?
Not your song, your life.
Oh, my life.
If your life was a title, what title will you give it?
I think choose the paths that you believe in. So you could be like, choose the road less traveled.
Okay, so what is the nicest thing that a fan ever told you?
Nicest thing? It's always very nice for me when people say that they love my voice and like my song, but the most important for me is always the voice in the songs. So when people say, Kasia, your voice is wonderful and amazing, I'm very, very happy about it. So this is the best thing that you can say.
And what one thing people don't know about you, and when you tell it to persons, they feel surprised about it?
They usually are surprised that I have 5 dogs and 2 cats. When I say, people are, really? This is great. So yeah, but they are from animal shelters, and I love them very, very much, and I miss them so much. So I want to be back home. Yeah.
There's no doubt that you're dedicated to animals.
Yeah, it's true.
So the last question.
Okay.
So since we are from America, if you had to win an Oscar, what will be your first sentence?
My first sentence? That I think again, because in my life I always choose I always want to be right. I don't know how to explain this. That I don't do stuff that people say, Kasia, you have to do that, you have to do that. I always follow my inner instinct and my inner moral system. So I would like to say that just good that I cultivate my individual behaviors.
Thank you for your time, and wish you all the best for the upcoming competition.
Thank you so
in Kiev.
much. Okay.
Thank you.